Know as well if you came to our opening weekend. We opened up, what is it now?
2 weeks?
Week and a half ago now, maybe? Yeah. Nearly 2 weeks ago. So if you are in the UK and you're anywhere near Cheltenham, this is where you could be. You could be almost in here with us.
In a couple of minutes' time, I'll take you guys on a very quick tour around the store as well, just in case you haven't had a chance to see it yet. But it's a really exciting...
We're just getting a few people saying there's no sound, so can we just get a thumbs up from behind the camera? Right, we should be back. Oh, we've had sound is back.
Sound is back?
No sound.
No sound.
Are we on or no?
Bear with us, guys. It's a new setup. It's a new kind of, a new experience for us. So sound,
Have we got sound?
We should do.
Yeah, all good. Right, hopefully you guys can hear us loud and clear now. I'm presuming that means no one's heard anything we've said so far, so we'll just take it from the top.
We'll start again. Sound is turning on, off randomly. It should be on now. It should be all good.
Yeah, all good. Right, fun.
Cool, okay, well, we won't start completely again, but welcome to those of you guys who didn't manage to hear the first part of that. You're joining us from our brand new store in our Sonos lounge, right here at our new SHS HQ in Cheltenham. Yeah. It's been a long time coming. We haven't gone live for a while, as you can probably tell, but fingers crossed that's all the technical difficulties out of the way and we can get into some fantastic Sonos deals. Now, there is also a really exciting little giveaway that we're going to be doing during this live stream. Yeah. And we'll probably tell you a little bit more about that in a couple of moments' time.
Well, good. Everyone's saying they can hear us now. Great, we can go.
Perfect.
Thanks for joining us. Happy Thursday evening, and also happy Sonos Black Friday Day to everyone who celebrates. It's a favourite time of the year, Black Friday is, and it's always a big day when the Sonos Black Friday deals go live, and this year they are bigger and better than ever. We say that every year, but this year it is true, isn't it?
Yeah, so you guys can save up to 25% on Sonos bestsellers. It's our lowest ever price. On the Arc Ultra, which is very exciting, down to £799
on the Arc Ultra, a great price for that. So you've got £200 off on the Arc Ultra. Really, I'd say that is the deal of the Black Friday sale, but there are obviously deals across the whole range. You could save on Roam and Move. Eras have got great prices on. Great price on the Ace. The Black Ace are down to $219 at the moment, which is a steal if you're after some
incredibly
headphones,
impressive. And if you guys managed to catch our headphone comparison video for 2025, you'll know that me and Al do rate the Aces very highly. Yeah. So make sure you check that out after this live as well. Good,
good. Bundles as well. I would say that if you're after Sonos in general, it probably means you've done a bit of research by now and you know that you can kind of, you can build a whole multi-room system out. In particular, home cinema bundles at the moment are unbelievable prices. So Arc Ultra sub 4, that is down to $1,399 now, I think.
Yes.
A great price for that bundle. And obviously, if you were to add the Era 300 rears, they're down to $699 a pair of Era 300 rears. So we are seeing some pretty great prices this time of year. Now, speaking of being a good time to buy, while now is a good time to buy, this live stream is actually the best time to buy from Smart Home Sound. So we'll let you know how you can win a Roam too. So if you are in the market for Sonos and you want to buy from us, I think we've got a QR code somewhere.
It's above my head, somewhere here. Yeah. The guys behind me are pointing. Am I back here? Yeah, spot on. Yeah,
if you want to scan this QR code, you'll be able to head to our website and look at all of our Sonos deals. If you need a bit of a reminder, we do offer a free 6-year extended warranty on all Sonos speakers, as well as free delivery. You have missed the cut-off for today, but you can get it for the weekend if you want to enjoy your setup sooner. But if you were to order during this live stream, which will be on for about another 45 minutes, depending on how much fun we're having, one of you will get a free Roam 2 bundled in with your order. So all you need to do is, I'm sure you were thinking of buying anyway, that's probably why you're watching this. So if you are looking at buying anything, it does have to be a Sonos product. It can't be a Sonos accessory, but it could be a pair of Ace, it could be an Arc Ultra, whatever you're in the market for. If you do want to get involved, all you need to do is scan the QR code and shop away, and then just drop your order number in the chat. We've got some of the guys over in our coffee shop area who are going to be keeping an eye on it, and one of you will be chosen at random to receive a free Roam 2.
Perfect. What's not to love?
We'll keep reminding you throughout the chat. But yeah, that's what we're giving away in this live stream. It's fun for us to celebrate the Sonos sale as well with you guys. But yeah, I can see people are happy with the sound, so let's crack on. Yeah. Have we got anyone in the comments who are interested in buying anything this Black Friday or during this live stream?
Yeah,
let us know what you got your eye on. Is the Arc Ultra tempting anybody?
I mean, with £200 off, then absolutely it would, yeah. So
Al wants that behind the camera, yeah.
There's a lot of love for the Arc Ultra
stipulation, right now. No one behind the camera can be getting the free Roam 2, so don't think about it. Don't even think about it. Do you want to give people a bit of a tour?
Yeah, shall we? Should we flick over? I'll give you guys a quick tour because we get a lot of questions and comments come in about our new store. Obviously, some of you guys got to come and see this a couple of weeks ago. Yeah. Some of you would have seen it on YouTube. Me and Elle did a quick walk around of it, which was really cool. But if I flick over to my iPhone now, fingers crossed this will work. You guys can see behind the scenes. There they are, the guys manning the stream. There's Alan Kieran there. So, guys,
Let's get a bit of a close-up on our cameraman, I think.
Yeah, there they are, the real stars of the show. So I'll give you guys a very quick tour. I'm not going to go in depth on everything, but I'll just show you very quickly our store over here. So we've got all of our TVs here, portable speakers in the middle. We've got our racing sim over there. If you guys fancy a challenge on that, then come down and let me know. I'll give you a race on there. Some headphones over here. And then we've got all of our vinyl, our Marshall stuff around here, our installation room. We have got so much kit in here. This has been such a long time coming. And then, of course, here we are coming to you guys live from our Sonos lounge. So we've got our Era 300 set up. We've got our Sub 4 just down here. And then, of course, we've got our soundbars. So our Beams, Rays, Arc Ultra, which, like we said, is now $799. And then we got a Victrola Stream Carbon turntable there. Sonos amps, and then of course our portable range as well, so our Moves and Roams. So this is our setup. Let us know what you think of this. What TV have we got on the back? We've got a G.
This is the LG G5 65 inch.
Yeah, so I mean, what a place to come and test some Sonos products. So there you go, guys. Are we getting a lot of love for it in the chat? People enjoying the store, let us know what you think.
We do think this is one of the only places in the UK where you can come and have a full proper demo. I mean, there might be a couple of others. I don't want to make that bold claim, but this is probably one of the best places you can come to demo the full Sonos ecosystem. So whether you're looking at this soundbar with rears, whether you're looking at picking a pair of headphones, you've got the amp there with the outdoor, the in-walls. So if you are looking to kind of kit out your home with Sonos and you are in the local area, head down. We've also got a great coffee shop as well. So we've heard good things about coffee.
We have. We've had good reviews on that so far.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a very cool place to be. It's very exciting. And we've had a lot of love for this place so far. So
Definitely.
What I think we should do, should we just run through the prices of the Sonos products at the moment, and we can go from there and see what you guys are after.
Yeah, I think maybe we should highlight some of the best deals. Obviously, you can scan the QR code any time to check out the full deals. But I think for us, obviously, we've mentioned the Arc Ultra. That kind of goes without saying. I think that's one of the best deals this Black Friday. But even something like the Era 100 at 169, I think that's such a great entry point into the Sonos ecosystem. If you're looking to add another room of audio, I mean, I've got my own one for the kitchen. Or if you're looking to kind of get a pair of them for a stereo pair, or obviously a great addition as rears, I think the Era 100, I mean, they've been flying out the door today for us. So I think that's probably going to be one of the top deals this Black Friday as well.
Yeah, very popular speaker, and like you said, a perfect entry into the Sonos ecosystem. Super versatile, whether you use it as a standalone speaker, whether you decide to get a pair as rears or a stereo setup, whatever you want to do. Like, they're super flexible, and obviously, getting a pair of them, it could mean that you, like I said, have them as rears, or you create different zones for listening. You could have one in the kitchen, one in your bedroom, like. Really versatile speaker. Speaking of Eras though, 300s as well.
Yeah, Era 300s, 359. A pair at 699 I think is a really great shout, especially if you have already got the Arc Ultra and you can't make the most of this deal. I think you can make the most of the upgrade with the rears of the Era 300 and the way that the height channel works with the Era 300 rears, with the height in the Arc Ultra. We've done quite a lot of content on it now on our YouTube channel, but for us that's a pretty killer combination, isn't it?
Yeah,
We're just getting quite a lot of love for the store in the chat.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, thank you guys so much.
Good to know everyone's enjoying it as much as we are.
Yeah. One of my personal favourites, I say this every time we go live, pretty much every year, but I absolutely love the Beam Gen 2, probably my favourite Sonos product.
It's been around for a few years now, and it still
it's
hits,
a staple.
doesn't it?
Yeah, it definitely does. That's down to 339 at the moment, down from 449. So we just spoke about the Era 100s there. That for me is the setup that I have. I have the two Era 100s, the Beam Gen 2 and the Sub Mini, which is a fantastic home cinema combo. I think, what is that as a bundle right now?
You'll have to scan through that.
Yeah, we'll have to have a look. But
also, if you're looking for an entry-level soundbar, the Ray at 169 as well. Again, great entry price point there. I think the Ray is sometimes overlooked. If you've got a smaller TV, if you've got a 50-inch, anything lower, or if you've got a TV in your bedroom, the Ray ticks all the boxes you need it to. And at 169, it's a great addition.
Perfect for a secondary space.
And it's still going to be a big upgrade on your TV audio as well.
That deal actually, the Beam Sub Mini and two Era 100s, the deal that. But the setup, that I love and have used for ages, that's actually just over £1,000. So £1,007 down from 1,276.
Yeah, nice.
So it's an incredible little home cinema setup.
Definitely. And then we've got some great prices on the portables as well. So the Roam Gen 2 is down to 139, and the Move 2 is down to 359. So if you're looking for something that you can kind of move around home as well, both of those are pretty great price points as well. Yeah,
we get a couple of questions come in about should you go for the Roam versus the Move, and I think again, typically, like I always think to go for a 100 or a 300 and kind of forget about the move. Like the move is perfect for me now, like just moved into a new house, indoor, outdoor listening. So taking something from the kitchen outside onto the patio. Probably not right now whilst it's been snowing for some of you guys. It's a little bit frosty now, but come the summer, it's a perfect speaker for.
Yeah,
for
someone just said I have the move and I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a staple product in the Sonos lineup, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
And it sounds unbelievable too.
Yes.
It is a big upgrade on the Era 100 in terms of kind of sound performance. It's obviously a big step up in price, especially right now, but for the price point of 359 for what you get with the versatility of the Move 2, I think it is a bit of an underrated
And the thing with the Move 2 is that it was actually quite a big upgrade over the original Move. Battery life now up to 24 hours. Again, IP56 rated as well, so if you are caught in a little bit of a shower, you should be all right. Yeah. Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.0. I mean, yeah, it's a fantastic portable option.
Nice. Someone has just commented saying, I have the Beam Gen 1, should I upgrade? Thinking Arc Ultra. Good question.
I mean, jumping from the Beam Gen 1 to the Arc Ultra would be
a great upgrade.
Fantastic upgrade, yeah.
Obviously, it's going to be a step up in price point. I think the great thing with Sonos is you'd have to then get rid of that Beam Gen 1. You know, you can repurpose it in a different room. You can probably still sell it. But you'll see a massive upgrade going from especially Beam Gen 1 to Arc Ultra. You'll get much better bass with that sound motion woofer. You'll get a far wider soundstage purely down to the physics of the soundbar and how much wider it is, and you know all of the extra drivers in there. Obviously, you get proper height channels as well there, which will bounce off your ceiling, give you more of that kind of immersive sound effect.
And especially if you've got a larger, I'd be interested to know what screen size TV you have at the moment, because we normally say about 55 inches or more for the Arc Ultra. But yeah, I mean, going from the Beam Gen 1 to the Arc Ultra would be an unbelievable step
65 inch.
Oh yeah, perfect.
Generally speaking, we say the Arc Ultra is better suited to 65 inch because, again, just down to pure physics, the width of the soundbar marries up with the width of the TV, so you're going to kind of match up your visuals with the audio. I think that's a good shout.
Yeah, absolutely.
Someone has said, do you think a Roam 3 is in the planning? We don't know Sonos' roadmap, in all honesty. Personally, I think I can't imagine that would be the next thing to come out. The Roam 2
2's not been out.
No, and it had an update to kind of fix that problem with the Bluetooth.
Oh, the Bluetooth one,
Personally, I don't think we're going to see that anytime soon. And I think at 139 for the Roam 2, I don't think you're going to regret getting that one. So that wouldn't probably be on in the horizon in my mind. But we don't know Sonos' roadmap.
That's it. Let's wait and see.
Thank you to the person who just said thank you, I'll get an order in. You're welcome. Hope that's helped.
Perfect. Well, should we remind everyone, by the way, whilst we're speaking of Roams, the competition that we're currently running, for those of you guys who've just joined us or didn't quite hear.
If you missed at the beginning of the live stream, we are running an offer during this live stream that if you are in the market for something Sonos released during their Black Friday sale, we've got the QR code. If you do place an order with us, obviously welcome to the family if you do. Happy to have you as part of the community, but also as a kind of thank you for that, we're going to give you the chance to get a Roam Gen 2 for free with your order. So the guys behind the camera will be keeping an eye. If you do place an order with us during this live stream, just drop your order number in the chat, and you could win the chance to get a free Roam 2 with your order.
Yes.
So if you're in the market for Sonos, you're umming and ahhing, there's only 30-ish people in right now,
it's
so
very good odds.
I'd get you.
Very good odds.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome.
Perfect. What else have we got going on? Any other questions? Anyone kind of thinking about setups they might want, setups you've got and you want our opinion on?
Yeah.
Obviously, this is a Sonos live stream, but at the same time, it is Black Friday. We will be going live next Friday, won't we?
Me and Al are going to go live next Friday, probably about 4 o'clock, a little bit earlier than now. But I think what we're going to do is, I mean, we might as well pick our best products of the year, ones we're interested in, great deals, and just have a chat with you guys about the products that we've enjoyed testing this year. Again, I can give you guys a bit more of an in-depth tour of the store if you want that as well. Just have some fun, really, chat about all sorts of tech and any Black Friday deals that we think are worth taking a look at. So. Yeah.
It's probably worth reminding you now as well that we do offer a price lock promise during the month of November. So if you do purchase now and you're kind of worried about prices going lower again over Black Friday, which can happen, we do offer that price lock promise. So all you need to do is drop us an email or get in touch with our team and we'll refund you the difference. So I think that's a good thing to kind of point out now as well. So you can kind of shop with confidence. 1, you can secure your stock. 2, you get to listen for a bit longer and kind of avoid that Black Friday panic. But I think that's a good thing to point out.
Yeah, what's not to love?
Yeah. We've had a couple of questions come in from Instagram, actually.
Okay.
So someone said, any news on Sonos 5? I'm guessing that means being in the deal. So it's currently not in our Black Friday pricing. keep an eye out, I think. Keep your eyes peeled.
wait and
If you're
see.
not subscribed to our newsletter, that is the place to find out about any new deals when they go live. Someone might be able to put that link in the chat, or if you just head to our website, you can sign up for that. But that's kind of where we post any new deals when they go live.
Yeah.
Another great question, and one that we have talked about a lot recently and made some content on, is if you've got an R Culture, should you go for rears or a subwoofer first?
Yeah, I think we say the same thing every time, right? It comes down to your listening preferences, what content you're watching. Are you doing a lot of movie watching? Do you find that you listen to music more often for your eye culture? Like, it all kind of depends on your space and your listening preferences. For me, I would say I would go rears if you want to expand the soundstage, or if you're after more of a cinematic surround sound effect. And then I would probably go sub, obviously, if you like listen to bass heavy music. And of course, the sub will free up some of the processing power within the R Culture as well, right? So then whether you go for rears or sub first, you are going to get a better performance from the R Culture because it's taken away some of that processing power. But I would go sub if you're into your bass heavy tracks
or action movies,
where you can really feel that like cinematic rumble. Don't get me wrong, the sound motion woofer does do a great job, but you can't quite replicate what the sub 4 offers with that. And then I would go rears for more of that immersive
I think the conversation was a bit different with kind of Beam and also with the original Arc, because they both offer a decent amount of bass, but obviously it didn't have kind of any dedicated technology surrounding that. So we actually went more towards adding a sub first for those soundbars, for the right person, obviously for the right space as well. But I think because the R Culture is so much better in the bass kind of department, it has opened it up that maybe the rears would give you more of an instant uplift before the subwoofer would instead. But either would obviously upgrade your system, as Lou said, but the rears is the way to go for it.
Yeah, I think so.
But also, we do have people getting in touch saying that they're worried about their neighbours or kind of a shared wall. So in which case, then you're going to be getting a more immersive impact from the Era 300 rears without having that kind of worry as well. Someone's asked a question, does a dual sub setup have any noticeable impact on the whole system? What's your take on that? Yeah, it's a good question. Obviously, it's a lot of money. You are adding another, well, right now, £630, but if you're interested, now would be the time to do it. But it comes down to your room, I think. Often the reason people add a second sub is to have more balance in kind of your setup as well. You are going to notice the impact. We've had setups, and when you turn one on and off, you do notice the impact. But first and foremost, it would address any kind of issues you're having with kind of dead spots in your room as well. But yeah, I think if you've got the money, that is the best setup you can get from a Sonos system.
I mean, an Arc Ultra 300s and 2 sub 4s is
an unreal setup.
I mean,
but you need the space for it. And the budget. And Elliot's mouthing behind the camera and no neighbours. We tested that setup. I haven't tested it in this room. We haven't had it in here, no.
We tested it in our old Sonos Arc Lounge. And it was absolutely ridiculous. I mean, it's a good job we were in a business park out the way because that was absolutely incredible.
Yeah, definitely. A couple more questions coming in. Someone said, does your price promise apply on all products or just Sonos? It's across the board. It's on everything. We are in our Black Friday sale for all kind of products and brands pretty much. But yes, that price lock promise applies for anything. If you buy anything now and it does go cheaper between now and the 1st of December, you are covered with us. We think that's part of offering good service. I think we don't want to be encouraging you guys to buy now and then you could get it 20 quid cheaper next week if that did happen. So at least you know you're covered for that. You just need to get in touch and we'll refund you, no quibble about that.
I'm excited about this Roam 2 giveaway.
I know, we've not had anyone place an order yet.
The door is wide open for any of you guys watching right now. If you're interested in Sonos, then there's a Roam 2 up for grabs. So make sure you get your order number in if you do order before the live ends. If not, we'll roll it over to the Black Friday
good point,
video, live stream that we're going to do next Friday. But I mean, I would be ordering right now if I was one of you guys.
Yeah, definitely. Another question that we've had, and we've been asked quite a lot today actually, is kind of how does vinyl and turntables come into the Sonos system? For us, we've been flying with turntables this year. We've also added, Lou showed you around earlier if you were on the live stream earlier, but we've got our new vinyl concession in the store. We also sell vinyl online, but turntable bundles and turntables in general are doing great for us at the moment. You've obviously got so many options and different ways of doing it. First and foremost, you've got a number of the Sonos products where you can have a line-in adapter, where you can go direct into your turntable. But another option is obviously the Victrola that are kind of Sonos compatible. They work wirelessly, so that one over there, I think, is linked with the beam in the lounge here. So if you were to play vinyl here, it's linked to the beam, but then you could then cast it to any other Sonos products in your system as well. So there's loads of different ways you can get involved with Sonos and vinyl, but it's also really easy. So I think people sometimes think it's difficult, don't they?
Yeah, and I think it's a nice way of being able to bring more traditional setups into the, into...
There's something quite addictive about vinyl, isn't
there? Yeah, definitely. I mean, we had we did a video with the Victrola, didn't we? And it was actually, it's just so intuitive and easy to use. Yeah. And like I said, being able to use technology, like listen to your vinyls and like bringing that to your Sonos ecosystem. It's just a cool way of listening to music. I had one in my flat for a little while whilst we were testing it out, and I actually used it far more than what I thought I would. So
we were pricing at the vinyls in store, and it's hard not to be like, one for me, one for the store, one for the store.
But like you said, with the Era 100 and 300, you also just got line-in adapters now on the back as well.
Yeah.
So you don't have to. You can listen in a couple of different ways, which is cool.
And even, to be honest, even if you're not dead set on having your vinyl connected to your Sonos, we've got some unbelievable turntable deals at the moment, haven't we? Don't know if someone can put a link in the chat to some of our turntable bundles, but we've got, actually a good point is people are asking us about Christmas present for their kids, but we've got some best-selling kind of £200, £250, maybe even £300 turntable with speaker bundles that if you are looking for kind of Christmas presents for friends and family, that's not necessarily Sonos related, but I think that's a great thing to point out.
Yeah, and it's like vinyl is on such a rise again, isn't it now?
Yeah.
Like having physical media.
It'd be good to know if anyone get in the chat and let us know if you guys are kind of getting into turntables and or if you've always been into it and you think that we're being really
we've jumped on the bandwagon a bit quick.
There you go. Someone pops a link in the chat for you if you did want to check out any of our turntable bundles.
Yeah,
but,
have a look.
We've got a best-selling one at the moment that's Audio Technica and Edifier bundle. It's about £210.
Really popular.
Super popular at the moment. Actually, can't really keep it in stock. But yeah. Should we go back through some of the best-selling deals again?
Yeah, let's go for it. Yeah, so for any of you guys who are literally just joining in, I think, well, like we said at the beginning, didn't we, right? The flagship, I guess, deal so far is the Arc Ultra.
Yeah.
Down from £999 to £799.
We've done quite a bit of content on the Arc Ultra recently, haven't we?
Yeah.
Best ways to upgrade, best setups we'd recommend for different spaces. Those videos you guys have been loving lately, actually. Whether to add a sub mini or a sub 4, Era 100s, Era 300s. There's so much. One of the best things and one of the worst things about Sonos is you've got so much choice and there's so many different ways you can kind of make your system work.
We could make a Sonos video every week.
Yeah.
There are so many questions that come in. So, if there is anything that you guys, I mean, if you have seen the channel before, then, we really appreciate that. But if there's questions that you can't find answers to, then let us know because we will make videos to try and help you guys out. But yeah, we'll have hopefully a couple more Sonos videos coming between now and the end of the year.
Be good for you to let us know in the chat. Actually, is it are the questions kind of Arc Ultra versus Beam, or have you got a soundbar already and you're thinking like next ways to upgrade? What if you're in the market for Sonos next? What is the kind of next step for you?
Yeah,
it'd be good to kind of get some opinions and see kind of what you guys are shopping for, whether it's Black Friday or kind of you've just got your eye on something.
Yeah.
There you go. Someone just said look forward to upgrading from the Arc to the Arc Ultra one day. Definitely. Yeah. Be interesting to know actually. Do you have your Arc as a standalone soundbar, or have you got it as part of a larger home cinema system? Because I think that changes the conversation as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. And whilst you're getting back to us, we'll go through a couple of other deals. So we mentioned the Era 100 down from 199 to 169, a really, I guess, it kind of like a staple Sonos speaker. It's so flexible, use it as rears, use it in different rooms. And if it's your first entry into Sonos, then what a speaker to start with.
Yeah.
Beam Gen 2, down from 449 to 339. Fantastic soundbar. We've loved that one for, I don't know how many years I spent out now, but just a really impressive little soundbar.
Yeah.
Super compact, but a really nice wide soundstage. And the actual sound performance far outweighs the actual size of the soundbar as well. Era 300s, 359, down from 449. The Sonos Ace, interestingly, £219 in the black colour. Down from 399, which
that's both of our headphones of choice, isn't it?
Yeah. We use the Aces pretty much all day, every day in the office.
We've got the pick of a lot of headphones in the
office. We have, yes. Sonos Ray, like we said, another great entry into the Sonos ecosystem. A soundbar that's often overlooked by the Beam and the Arc Ultra. But for 169 for a secondary space, spare bedroom, or if you've got a slightly smaller living room setup and you've got a unit, the Ray is because there's no speakers coming up from heights, it's just front facing. So it's a perfect little soundbar to
Yeah,
tuck away.
we
If you
often
want to
get
just
asked
upgrade
that,
your TV audio, I mean, that's the place to start, really.
Yeah, absolutely. We've had a reply saying you've currently got the Arc Sub Mini and Era 100 set up. It's a solid setup.
Yeah.
What we will say is, generally speaking, I think the place where you'll notice the biggest difference if you are just going from standalone Arc to standalone Arc Ultra, I think that's a massive jump up in performance.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you've already got some kind of subwoofer, whether it's Mini or 4, or if you've already got the rears, it will still be a step up, and I'd say actually in that step up, a pretty serious step up with the extra performance there. But I think normally it's if you've got the Arc Sub 4 and Era 300s, I'd say there's less urgency to upgrade, but you'll still feel a step up nonetheless, won't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
We could, if we flip back to the camera, we could do a bit of a show around of the setups we've got in here for home cinema, actually, because obviously we've got Arc Ultra, Era 300s. We could show the placement for Era 100s.
Yes, yes. Should we flip back
to
over?
the phone, yeah.
Right, let me know, guys, behind the camera when we're back over. Yeah? Perfect. All right then, so welcome, guys, those of you just joined us. This is our Sonos lounge. I'll show you guys quickly behind the scenes. Here's the boys making it happen. There they are. Still going strong. So yeah, this is our Sonos lounge. So first of all, starting in this corner, we've got our portable options here. Roam 2, Move 2. We've then got our Era 300. We've got a pair. So we've got this one here and that one there on floor
It's good to show the
stands.
placement of the rears, I think.
Yes, so tucked in the corner, but obviously we've got enough room to the side and height-wise as well. And then we've got the Era 100s. They're just up there mounted in the corners. Again, got those
It's
as a
good
pair.
for those of you who maybe haven't got the space for rears behind your sofa, or you don't want to go for the floor stands. I think you have the option to wall mount them like we've got in here, so we wanted to have that on display to show you guys that as well.
Yeah, another option is a different way of thinking about it. Like you said, if your sofa backs up against the wall, then this is just an alternative option. And then we've got a couple of our Sonos rear options. So we've got the 5, we've got the 300 and 100, and then we've got them in the black colour as well over there. And then moving round, we have got our Victrola Stream Carbon. So we talked about this just now. So that's how you can get your vinyl playing through Sonos. And then we've got some of our install options there. And we've got our Sub Mini just there. And then we've got a white beam, the beam in black as well, just so you can see a bit of the difference in the colour. Sonos Ray, and then of course, the soundbar that we are all talking about at the moment, the Sonos Arc Ultra. And finally, the Sub 4 down here. I'd be really interested to know what people think about the matte colour on the Sub 4. We've got the black version there and the white, because the Sub 3 was obviously that gloss finish. I actually prefer the matte. But
it'd be interesting to see if people prefer white or black. We've had a few people in shopping today, and it kind of divides opinions, particularly between couples.
What do we find? More men going one way or the other, or is it?
No,
is
it doesn't really
varies
matter.
Depending on.
Maybe it's just kind of people like to have a disagreement with the partners. I think normally if one says one, the other will say the other.
There we go. There's the white one there. Let us know. What do you prefer, white Sonos or black Sonos products? And then, of course, like Em said a little bit earlier, to kind of round up the whole Sonos setup, we've got the LG G5 65 there. This is actually quite a good example, just to show you guys what the Arc Ultra looks like underneath a 65-inch
And then what the beam would look like, yeah.
TV as well. And then if I come a bit further back around the sofa, you can get a bit of a sense of scale there as to how those different soundbars look.
Wobbly hands.
Under there. Yeah, it's quite hard. My arms are tired. It's been a long day. Right, we'll get back onto the main camera. Let me know when I can put this down. So if not, there we are. Perfect. Awesome.
Oh. How we find the 2-camera setup?
Yeah, let's know your thoughts on that. We're so technologically advanced at the moment. We did do a live, was it, well, it's best part of probably 18 months ago now when we did the TV comparison. I think we've done a live with the binaural microphone as well.
Yeah, we did.
We did like headphone sound tests. Yeah, it's always a bit of a challenge trying to get the lives working up properly because there's so much tech involved. But fingers crossed, that all works well. Have we had any orders come in?
Not so far.
No? I think this
your odds are great.
The Roam 2, I mean, we said we wrap up probably about 10 past, 6:15. So, I mean, if there's no orders that have come in yet, then this is a perfect opportunity to win yourself a Roam 2. But if not, we'll roll it over to the live stream that we're going to be doing
Let's
on
give you a hard
Black
cut off.
Friday
We've got,
as well.
what should we say, 10, 15 minutes?
Yeah.
That wasn't really a hard cut off.
Let's go 10 minutes. No order's in by 10 past, that Rome 2 is getting rolled over. And if no one buys it next Friday on Black Friday, I'm taking it home for them. So a couple other products that we didn't get around to mentioning for a second time around, but Move 2 down from 449 to 359. Speaking of the Rome, down from 179 to 139. Sub 4 down from 799 to 639. And then the bundles, obviously that means, the flagship bundle, the Arc Ultra, the Sub 4, 2 Era 300s, down from £2,696 to just over £2,000 at £2,098. And then my favourite bundle, the Sub Mini, the 2 100s and the Beam, £1,007, down from £1,276. So some awesome deals to be had.
And the Ace, I think the Ace...
£219.
It's a great price for the Ace. I think, the interesting thing with the Ace is obviously we rate them as just a pair of headphones. I don't have an Arc Ultra at home, but I think if you had the Arc, well, I guess they work with the Beam as well. But if you can use them with a soundbar at home as well, they enter like a whole nother level of kind of what you can use them for and what that money is going towards. But like 200 quid-ish for a pair of what we would say are pretty great wireless headphones that can also integrate with your Sonos ecosystem at home, so you can kind of watch your movies on your headphones. I think it's definitely one to consider if you're umming and ahhing.
Absolutely. My granddad actually came in the other day and wanted a pair of headphones that are going to work with his TV, so I've tried to get an Arc Ultra into him and a pair of Aces as well.
Win-win all round.
Yeah. But no, seriously, we did a headphone comparison video. We actually released it last night, so if you guys haven't checked that out, then please do, because any comparison content we do obviously inspires a little bit of debate in the comments. Some people agree with us, some people don't. That's the beauty of doing what we do. We love to hear your guys' opinions, but the Sonos Ace is just such a well-rounded pair of headphones. They sound great, battery life's great, noise cancelling is great, and they're just super comfy. And that's the one thing that, especially I find, like when we're editing videos that we put out on YouTube, sometimes we're wearing headphones for 6-7 hours a day. So we need to make sure what we're wearing are comfortable. And I can safely say that the Sonos Aces have definitely passed that test. And for a pair of headphones that are that good at that price, yeah, that's a steal, I think.
And the Ace had a recent update as well, didn't it? So,
yes.
I'm pretty confident. Can I get a nod behind the camera that you can now use 2 Ace with your Sonos soundbar at the same time? We've got some. I think that's true. I'm pretty confident. It's been a long day, but it has had some good updates recently as well, which is great. But yeah, so that's the Ace headphones. We've had a couple more questions coming through on social. So someone's asked which Sonos product is the best for someone just starting their home audio setup. So I think difficult one because it'd be good to ask you a few more questions. I think if you aren't interested in using it for your TV at all, then I think you can't really go wrong with the Era 100, especially at 169.
Yeah.
If you could step up slightly, then getting a Move 2 at 359 does mean that you've got that flexibility of taking it in the kitchen, you can take it out into the garden, in summertime, you can have it up in your bedroom, you can have it down in the lounge, for the price point of that and the flexibility that the Move 2 offers. I think that's a great product in the setup. But you can't really go wrong with having a couple of Era 100s dotted around your house. I think that's a good way of getting involved.
Yeah.
But then obviously the sound bars are a good way of kind of upgrading a good start point for your home cinema setup. That's the thing as well. I think often we have a lot of conversations with people who are ready to go kind of all in. One Arc Ultra Sub 4 Era 300s, going from TV to that is a hell of an upgrade. But don't forget that you can kind of drip feed it. If as budget allows, you can start with the sound bar. You can then upgrade with some rears or a subwoofer.
And the good thing about this is it's not like if you had like one of our viewers said earlier. If you had the Beam and then you moved up to the Arc, it's not like the Beam's now redundant. You can just move that into the next space. Or if you have a 100, as rears, whatever you want to upgrade to 300, you can still make use of those other products in different areas. And I think that's the beauty of the Sonos ecosystem, right? But I think the Move 2 is a really cool speaker. I'm shouting out all my family right now. But my auntie came in the other day and she wanted a speaker that she could just take in and around the home, but also hosts people all the time. So especially out in the garden, again, when it comes to summer, it's just a perfect option. The battery life's great, IP56 rated, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, can blend in with your ecosystem. Lovely
I think the
setup.
dock of the Move 2 is what makes that product, because you can have it as a home, it's basically a home audio speaker, and it could be on that for, I mean, in England, 11 months out of 12 months until it's sunny for the 1 month of the year. But it can be that it just has a home in your kitchen, for example, for most of the year, and then on the odd occasion when you do want to take it out, or to, I don't know, on holiday for the weekend, you have that flexibility, but I think that it does make it almost feel like it's 2 speakers in one, doesn't it? So I think the Move 2 is a good shout.
Absolutely.
Definitely. Owen's been in the chat and says, I currently have the Sonos Beam Gen 2 and the Sub Gen 3. I love them both. It's like being at the cinema. Definitely brought the cinema home with me, lol.
Yeah, awesome.
Definitely agree with that. Again, I think people sometimes think, oh, I couldn't put a Sub Gen 3 or Gen 4 with a Beam because technically it should be the Sub Mini with the Beam and the Sub Gen 4 with the Arc Ultra. And I think that's what we try and get across in our home cinema videos for you guys, is that the flexibility is there. It's not a one-size-fits-all with Sonos. Generally, yes, the Beam and the Sub Mini pair really nicely, and the Arc Ultra and the Sub 4 pair really nicely, but it totally depends on your space, your setups, what you like.
How you make use of it.
What you watch, kind of how loud you like watching. So yeah, you can definitely mix and match and kind of see what works for you. I actually think that the Arc Ultra with a Sub Mini is a great pairing, and likewise, I think the Sub 4 to upgrade a Beam is also a solid option as well. So definitely don't get set in your ways that you can only kind of go one way or the other.
That's why it's hard when we create these, when we're live or when we're creating content, is everyone has got a different size room. They all prefer listening or watching different types of content. So it's really hard to try and like pigeonhole like products and, you know, say like this works with that, because it's so flexible. But if you guys are unsure and you want, you know, much more help and support, then I've left in the description of this live our contact details, so our email, phone number. So make sure you get in touch with us, speak to one of our tech guides, and we can properly talk you through, you know, your setup. You can let us know how big the room is, and we can properly chat in depth with you, and therefore we can get you matched up with the best Sonos products that are going to work in your space.
Right, I think we're going to start wrapping up. So if you've got any final questions, do get them in that chat before we head off. But for those of you who might have just joined us, or just as a reminder for you guys, what have we got going on at the moment?
There is lots going on. We have got our Sonos Black Friday sale, which is literally just launched as of today. So you can save up to 25% off best sellers. We've got the Arc Ultra down to $799 and save up, well, over £500 now on Sonos
it's close
bundles.
to £600 on Sonos bundles now.
There's a QR code up here. There are links in the description to our website, so you can shop Sonos bundles, individual products, check out all of the latest deals. The prices do change now and again, so we're keeping on top of that the best we can on our website. So just make sure you keep checking back, because that will be where the latest prices are for those products.
We do price match as well, so if you do spot it cheaper anywhere else, obviously let us know, and we can see what we can do with that. And our price lock promise, if you do buy today, you've got, you know, up until the 1st of December. If it drops again on our website, you know, you can shop with confidence. Just get in touch and we'll refund the difference. We do also offer a free 6-year extended warranty on Sonos, so you know, I think that's a great thing to point out. But yeah, otherwise, thanks for the love in the chat, guys. Thanks for joining us. Have a lovely evening, and we'll catch you in the next one.
See you later, guys.
Thank you. Bye.